So now next we are going to understand that how stress affect us mentally and emotionally and what are the factors of it. So let's understand about mental well-being. First is cognitive impairment. It becomes more common nowadays. Cognitive impairment, they are not able to focus, they are not able to concentrate, and they also lose the power of making decision. So it's not good, and if it's in child, then it's a very bad thing to have with them, because they don't have that power to grow in their life. They will stuck because of cognitive impairment. So we have to work on it. Also, when you are in a stressful situation for a very long time, then it can also leads to the anxiety and depression. Yes, when you are in too much stress for a long term, then maybe you have anxiety issues or depression in long term. So you have to know that, you have to work on it. Maybe you feel sleep disturbance, like always when you are in stress you feel it always, then you are not able to sleep properly, and when you are not work on it, it becomes a disease like insomnia, and you have to, and because of that you have to face so many problems. So you have to know about it and you have to work on it. Sometimes you feel burnout and mentally exhausted because of stress. You feel in every situation you feel exhausted. Your mind is not want to work, you don't want to do anything, you just want to lie down, and always you have that laziness in your body. So you have to focus on it, you have to work on it, that how to manage it, and you have to understand that stress affecting you in all those manners. So you have to understand it. Now we are going to understand about emotional well-being. As we understand about mental well-being, and with mental well-being, emotional well-being is also play a very important role, and it is very important to understand. So firstly we are going to understand about mood swings. Sometimes we all face mood swings, lots of mood swings we have without any reason. Sometimes we face it. Sometimes we face lots of mood swings, and it is happen because of stress. If you are in a stressful situation, then it leads to mood swings. Maybe because maybe you feel it sometime, you have mood swings, you don't want to work, you don't want to do anything, you feel laziness, you feel tiredness. So it's because of stress only. Now nextly we are going to understand about emotional reactivity. There are some people who are in a stressful situation, and in their life, in their daily routine life, what they do, they react. They don't know what they have to do, they just react on things. They start crying on small things, they start making small things like a big, and because of that they lose their confidence, and also it's a condition where they feel so much stress and overwhelmed with all those things they have. So let's move forward and understand self-esteem. When we are always in a stressful situation, or we feel like doing nothing, then it may leads to a low self-esteem. Self-esteem is really important. If you don't have self-esteem, then you are not able to grow in your life, you are not able to do whatever you want, because you always feel drained, you always feel low energy, and it leads to do nothing, it leads to stress. So it's not good that you are always be in a stressful situation. So you have to understand that it really impacts your whole life, and because of their low self-esteem, they feel like worthless, they feel like they are nothing, they feel like their life is not important for them or for others also. So it's really not good. Sometimes low self-esteem can lead to so many big problems. It can if you are, and you are always in that if you have always low self-esteem, then it leads to so many problems in your life. So you have to understand it, because low self-esteem leads to the low energy, and low energy leads to a disease. Like if you have low self-esteem, low confidence, low energy, then definitely you have to face lots of health problems in your future. So you have to understand and you have to work on it. Because of that stress, sometimes we isolate ourselves. We don't want any kind of gathering, we don't want any kind of program, like we don't want to go anywhere. We just want to sit, we just want to lie down over bed, and we just want to have a lazy day. Sometimes we have lots of low energy, low self-confidence, and that leads to a social withdrawal. We don't want to go anywhere, we don't want to attend any function, we don't want to do anything, we avoid going on the gatherings. So it is not good. Because of that, people make them isolated. They don't want to do anything, they just want to be with them, and it's not good. Loneliness, you are lonely and doing practice, like you are with yourself, you are enjoying your self company, you have that self awareness, then it's good. But if you have loneliness, then it's not going to work, it's not good at all. So you have to understand it. So now we understand that how stress affects us mentally and socially. So it's important to overcome from it. It's important to reprogram our mind. So let's move ahead and understand about it in detail.